So today you're going to take notes on the video that I'm making. Some problems you're going to write down in your notes, and some you're going to try and not put in your notes, or you can put it on a separate side of your notebook, whatever you want. I do want you to watch the whole video and do your best. Okay, so we have the vertex formula. So this is our equation, our function ax squared plus bx plus c, and this is a quadratic. This right here is my vertex. You guys already know that this is h and k. So this is our general formula. This is in standard form. So the questions that we're gonna have right now, you cannot factor them, and you don't want to really use completing the square because they're not nice numbers. So another way of graphing them is by using your axis of symmetry. This right here, your negative b over 2a, is your axis of symmetry. Your axis of symmetry is literally the x-coordinate of your vertex, and then k is your h of x. So that means whatever answer you get here, you plug into your original function, which is this one, and then you get that answer. So I suggest you write this in your notes. Okay, but one more time. This piece right here, that is your axis of symmetry. That's your formula you're going to be using. Okay, so we're going to find the vertex first. So before we start graphing, this is your A, this is your B, this is your C. Think of the y right here as your f of x function, because f of x and y are the same thing. Okay, so our vertex, as we saw on the previous slide, is negative b over 2a minus f of x, which this is your h, this is your k. Okay, so that means I'm going to have h is equal to negative b over 2a. I'm going to plug it in, and I have negative, my b is 12. That negative is part of the formula. That 2 is part of the formula. Division side is part of the formula, and times my 2a, which is 3. So now I have negative 12 divided by 6, which equals h is going to be negative 2. So now we know that the vertex, or part of the vertex, is negative 2. Now, you're going to use this piece right here, this one right there, and you're going to substitute it back into your original equation. So you're going to get this, and you're going to plug it in wherever you see an x. So now we're going to have f of x, or in this case, f of negative 2. You're going to have 3 times negative 2 squared plus 12 times negative 2 plus 8. All you're going to do is type in all of this in the calculator just the way it looks, and you're going to get your f of negative 2, which is going to be your function right here. So and if I put that in the calculator, I get negative 4. That means my vertex is negative 2, negative 4. Okay, I want you to try this one. So pause the video and try it by yourself, and then unpause it to check your answer. I'm not going to explain it, I'm just going to work it out. So if you notice, now your vertex will be negative 1, negative 3. Let's go to the next question. Okay, so on this question, we're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to graph it. We're going to use our stuff that we had before to find the discriminant. We're doing a little bit extra stuff here, so we can kind of figure out what kind of solution we're going to have. So the first thing we're going to do is find our discriminant. And remember, our discriminant equation, I'm going to do it down here, is to find our discriminant, we're going to use our b squared minus 4ac. And we know that this is A, this is B, this is C. So we're going to have 4 squared minus 4 times your A times your C. Put that in the calculator, and let's see what we get. You should get your discriminant as 40, because it's a positive number, and we know it's going to be 2 real solutions. That means it's going to cross our x-axis twice somewhere. I don't know where, but it's going to cross it twice because it's 2 real solutions. So technically, this is 2 solutions. This is real solutions. Okay, and now we're going to find our h and k. Sorry, this should be h, this should be k. Okay, so now for axis of symmetry, we're going to use h is equal to negative b over 2a. We're going to plug it in, and we're going to have, this is part of the formula, and then the numbers we're going to plug in are going to be our b, which is 4, and our a, which is negative 2. We're going to get negative 4 divided by negative 4, which h is 1. So that means h is 1. That means that's the first part of our vertex, and that's also our axis of symmetry. Now we have to find our k. So to find our k, we're going to go f of 1, and we're going to plug it into this equation, negative 2 parentheses 1 squared plus 4 times 1 plus 3. And we're going to get that's 5. So that means k is 5. That means our vertex is 1, 5. That means 1 and 5 go here. So that means 1, 2, and 3 go there. 0 and negative 1 goes there. So if we plot these points, let's see what we get. And remember, we're going to plug these in our calculator, and whatever we get for 0 is the same thing as for 2. Whatever you get for negative 1 is the same thing for negative 3. So we get like 2 free answers. So I'm going to plug in negative 1 into my equation in my calculator, just like I did it here. This is what I'm going to do. So instead of being a positive 1, it's going to be a negative 1, and see what we get in our calculator. So for a negative 1, we get negative 3. So negative 1 is negative 3, and that means 3 is negative 3. When we plug in 0, we get 3. So this is 3, this is 3. Okay, so now we're going to plot those points, and we're going to go, again, negative 1, it's negative 3. At 0, it's 3. At 1, it's 5, so that's our vertex. And then at 2, it's 3. And then at 3, it's negative 3. So we're going to get something that looks like this. And again, this is our axis of symmetry, our AOS, which is h is equal to 1. Okay, we're going to do one more together. Okay, so our next thing, again, this is A, this is B, this is C. We're going to find our discriminant. Remember, our discriminant is the b squared minus 4ac. So our b is 2 squared minus 4 times your a, which is 1, times your c, which is 3. You're going to have 4 minus 12, and that should be negative 8. So that means if it's negative, if your discriminant is negative, that means you're going to have number of solutions, 2 solutions, but what type? Imaginary solutions. That's what we learned yesterday. Again, this is H, this is K. Okay, so now we're going to find our H. And we know that our H formula is negative B over 2A. And now it's negative divided by 2. And our B was 2 and our A was 1. So H is going to be negative 1. That means our first coordinate of vertex is 1 and our axis of symmetry is negative 1. Now we're going to find our K, and we know that's going to be, we're just going to plug into the equation. So we're going to have that negative 1 squared, 2 times that negative 1 plus 3. So, okay, this negative 1. And this is what I'm going to put in my calculator. And your answer should be 2. So that means this is 2, this is 2, this is negative 1 and 2. And that means then this is going to be 0 and 1, negative 2, negative 3. For 0, we're going to get 3, so that means this is 3. And for 1, we're going to get 6, so that means this is 6. That means when we graph it at negative 3, we're going to get at 6. At negative 2, we get at 3. Right there. At negative 1, we get at 2. At 0, we get 3. And at 1, we get 6. So if you notice, it's never crosses the x-axis, so there's no real roots. So this is one that has, it was imaginary. And I think I have made it a little bit weird, but it's there. Okay. Do your notes and then work on the homework from yesterday.